Hi guys, how are
Hey, how are
you?
you?
Good, good. So one of the things that I was curious about is I watched this with my 5 and 8-year-old, and there's so many, TV shows out there that are, you know, kind of showing us different things that they're learning. And what captivated my kids, a lot of it is, for example, in the first episode about table tennis was when they were doing the whole music to learning about table tennis and everything. And my oldest is autistic and he's super into music and song. And so I wanted to know what was kind of the brainstorming behind to incorporate music into some of the learning that we see in the series.
Sure. I mean, I think I think music is such an important part of kids' media, and obviously it's something kids love. And when we were, thinking about the series, like obviously you can sometimes put songs into that the characters sing or whatever, but we realized that in the series there's always going to be that moment where Doug has to plug in and learn something, and so we decided to take that rather than kind of have that be teachy or didactic. We realized if we made that a fun music video that still, gets across the information we need our audience to learn, it just felt like a really like fun thing that we thought kids could really look forward to in the episode. And yeah, and so that's kind of it just seemed like the perfect spot to put our music, and we're really happy with how that came together. And Ligi, if you want to talk about the sound of the music, maybe.
Yeah, so just building on that, we thought about like, okay, so we have this idea that, we want to be able to differentiate our real world and our plug-in world. And then we know we want to, give our audience some information without giving away the ending of the story. Okay, so music is going to be a great way to do that. But what is that music going to sound like? And what are the visuals going to be for these music videos? So it ended up becoming a fun thing for us as we started to think about like, well, if we want somebody to learn information, we want it to stay with them. We want those tunes to be catchy. We want to have, music that sounds current and has like pop flavor to it. That sounds like music kids are listening to right now, but really just have kind of catchy melodies and catchy lyrics that beyond the episode will hopefully stay with them. So we had fun kind of building out this really cool pop palette for the show. And then with our visuals, we got to explore mixing CG animation with 2D animation to sort of bring that musical world and those music videos to life even more.
Well, it definitely stuck. I can tell you that much
Oh.
because my
Okay.
kids were humming to it.
Oh,
So
Well,
good.
that's very good to hear.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey there. There we go. Um, I guess I would just want to know if there was one thing that, kids and families could take away from the series that you would want them to, what would it be?
I mean, yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Oh no, I mean, I suppose that the sort of the overarching for me umbrella is just to be curious and to use technology to sort of satisfy that curiosity and also go out and experience things to satisfy that curiosity. And so I think that's kind of what we're asking kids to do is just stay curious about the things around you.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, I mean, it's just exactly that. That it's interesting to be in this kind of pandemic time where we're all home and our kids are home, and obviously there's much more of a reliance on tech for everybody. But and there are things that have happened with our kids playing certain games with each other and getting to have these connections that way. But then they have these connections when we, send them off on their bikes in the neighborhood and they come back and they tell us about this adventure of the person they ran into. And then the guy did this and then this happened, like these wonderful adventures that they have. So I feel like, if our series can just kind of inspire that in kids, like Jim is saying, whether it's curiosity about wanting to know something and wanting to connect, and that happens through their tech, or it's making sure to put that away and then go outside and have those experiences too that they can then share with each other. And it's big and small. We're not saying like then it means that you need to go out for this massive adventure. There are little adventures too to have in our smaller worlds too.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Um, so I guess, my last question would be, have you guys already started planning for season 2, or are you guys kind of just like, we're going to see how, everything goes with the first season?
It's always, we love the show so much, and we both have such personal investment in it, and we absolutely would love to keep making more episodes. So I think, like, everybody watch Doug Unplugs on Apple TV Plus, and hopefully you guys will like it, and we'll make more for you.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I really am. And just, like all the learning that the kids are doing and just like intriguing, because as a parent, I can say it's so hard for, a kid that has ADHD to just sit and focus and really pay attention to what's going on in the environment around them. And I have to tell you guys, they were super, super intrigued by Doug and just what he was learning. So you guys did an awesome job.
That's just amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything.
And thank you for your time, you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for
You.
showing us.